Welcome back to all you Raising Ash trainers. Today we got a very exciting feature and we're going to take a look at a Yveltal Night March deck and expand it. And I really wanted to show this Yveltal deck out because this maneuver that he was able to get off is just amazing and crippling all at the same time. And I think it's just one of those matches that I was able to get on tape that happens infrequently, so I wanted to show you how this is done by this player. These are both two very good players playing, and I can't wait to show you the tape here, but they are very good players playing, and they're both working their way to Worlds. They play constantly, they're at Cities Challenges, and you could just see them all the time there playing the league challenges in the cities, regionals, and states. So here we go. We're going to take a start off and we're just going to go through this deck, and they're going to draw up on their 7 first. They're going to go ahead and put a Pokemon in the active. Alright, we have, it looks like we have a Shaman draw and a Punkaboo in the active. Now again, this is in a cities challenge. He's going to go ahead and Trainer's Mail and draw up 4. In Trainer's Mail, he can only take a trainer, so he's going to take that Battle Compressor here. I really wanted to show off what he does with that Battle Compressor because I thought it was a very impressive play, and I think it's a play that definitely can be used pretty commonly with Battle Compressor. He's going to search for his deck, through his deck. He's taking a look at what he needs. Again, he's being very slow and deliberate here. He's going to play the Archelops down. Now this is Night March, and he's going to play the Ghetsis in a Dark Energy. And what the Ghetsis does is your opponent reveals his or her hand, shuffles all item cards found there into his or her deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of item cards your opponent shuffled into his or her deck. Now remember, he is playing Night March, so Night March should have a pretty fair amount of item cards. He is going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, and he's going to play down his Dark Rhea. Now, of course, Dark Rhea has the free retreat ability with Dark Cloak. Each of your Pokemon that has any dark energy attached to it has no retreat cards. Also, it has its attack on Night Spear. He's going to Assault Vest, which I thought was an interesting play. Now, he's going to play the Ghetsis, and that was the major move. He is playing against Night March, so he knows it's a full item type of card, and he's going to have to reveal his hand. And he reveals his hand, only having the DCE, and all the rest are items. Now this is devastating to the opponent. The opponent gets to draw 4 cards, not only gets to draw 4 cards from his deck, but the other opponent now has to shuffle in and hope that he can draw either into a Shaman or possibly a Sycamore or a draw supporter at this point. This leaves the Night March deck very crippled at this time in order to proceed. He still has to figure out a way to get the Shaman out, but he is playing on 1 card at this moment. I think after a move like that, he actually thought it was end turn, but all he had done is play the Ghetsis. It's just so many cards taken out of your hands all at once for such item heavy cards. Now he's going to draw 4 with the Trainer's Mail and take a look at it. He's going to go ahead and pick the Ultra Ball out, which is a good play. He can get a baby Yveltal out. He's going to play down the Mewtwo in the Ultra Ball, the Muscle Band, and he'll probably take a baby Yveltal, is what I'm assuming he'll go for in order to play against the Punkaboo. Oh no, he draws up with the Shaman. So he's going to be able to draw another set of 6. I probably would have felt pretty good about it myself, not playing the Shaman. I'm always afraid of those Shamans, but he's going to do a Sky Return, which is a good move, putting down that DCE and drawing up again. Hopefully he got that baby Yveltal. That's really what goes through the Night March decks pretty quickly. But with Ghetsis, oh, he's going to play that Trainer's Mail again. It's quite a few Trainer Mails for the first turn. Oh, he can't pull a Pokemon out. I think I reminded him that during the game. I did catch that play, and I said, oh, you pulled your Pokemon out of your Trainer's Mail. And unfortunately, that means you just have to fail the Trainer's Mail because he pulled that Pokemon out. He was looking for that Yveltal EX. He's going to play another Trainer's Mail. Luckily, he had another one, so I think he's played almost all 4 of his Trainer's Mails on the first turn. He's going to take an Assault Vest, which I like. This is a new card from the new format we have, and it is doing wonders, especially on the Enente decks. He's going to play that Assault Vest down on Sky Return and be able to return in Dark Patch 2. And let's see where he plays that. I think I would go to the baby Yveltal, and he does go to the baby Yveltal. He's going to be able to Sky Return now to do 30 on the Punkaboo. He's passing the turn. Now this card is just massive. If he does not draw into a supporter or a shaman, he's going to battle compress. So he does have the DCE in the battle compress. If he can get 3 cards in there, and again, he probably doesn't want to go all lamp and maybe toss in a supporter just in case the next card is a VS Seeker. Let's go ahead and see what he does at this point. He definitely can toss in maybe 2 Lampants or 2 Joltex. He does. He goes for the teammates. Yeah, and the Lampant. That is a smart move, being able to toss in that supporter. Usually these type of tournament decks are going to run 4 VS Seekers, and by running 4 VS Seekers, it does give you an opportunity to try and pull a supporter from the discard. But because of that Ghetsis, he has limited the power of his Night March. He's going to play the Dark Energy on the Dark Rhea and VS Seeker. Now he's playing the other Yveltal, and this is a new style of a Yveltal that has just come out. And what it does is it blocks all tool cards. And being able to block tool cards, especially on the Night March deck, is just quite devastating to the Night March deck. So we'll take a look at this Yveltal and what it's called. It's called Fright Night. And Fright Night, as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon tool card in play has no effect. So if it becomes his active Pokemon, it will not have effect. So he's going to play the DCE, and that will be his last card in his hand at this point. He really does not have that. That Ghetsis at the beginning of the turn was just devastating, and he's hoping he'll draw into a VS Seeker or a supporter on next turn and having to pass the turn. Now, of course, he does have the Oblivion Wing going, and he's going to be able to do 30 with that Oblivion Wing and go ahead and play down the Dark Energy to the Dark Rhea. He did get the Archelops on the Maxis, and that is massive too. This is a Night March deck, so it's not as imperative with the Archelops. He actually did not have to go there, but you don't know if he's playing a Vespiquen or a variant, so he's playing it very cautious, which is a good idea. He's going to play the Acrobite, pick up 2 more cards, play down the Jirachi Promo, which is an excellent card against this type of deck too, and he's going to hit with the Oblivion Wing, pulling up his Punkaboo. At this point, he gets the DCE and they shake hands. I really wanted to show this video off because of the devastation of the Ghetsis in the first round. I really wanted to just display that Ghetsis off, that if you can do a first turn Ghetsis on these heavy item card decks, it really is devastating, especially when you're looking at all items in your hand and no supporter. Lately, because items have the Ultra Ball and so forth, usually you can work your way out of it in the new meta, where you Ultra Ball for that Shaman and put that Shaman down, so it's not that imperative to have that supporter in it. But when you play the Ghetsis and it takes away all those items, it really comes up to what's on your top deck and what you can pull off from your top deck. Well, I really thank you and appreciate you for tuning in. I know this is a short video, but I really wanted to show it off just because of the play that went on. And wherever you are, thanks for tuning in and listening. This is Raising Ash. You guys have a great one. Raising Ash out.